What's up guys, it's your favorite Kivy coach. Welcome back to another client before and after video. And if I'm whispering in this video, it's because I'm in a hotel room and I don't want to get kicked out. So without further ado, let's go do this thing. So welcome back to the channel guys. If you guys are new to Kivy Golf Japan, we do a bunch of videos like this every single week. So what you gotta go do is hit that little red subscribe button, smash the like button, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this particular video. And as always, hit that little bell notification. You guys will get notified every single time we drop a video. Alright, so this particular client was from Osaka, and most notably what stood out for me about this lesson was that this client had struggled with the steepening of the club shaft moved for a very long time now, as well as he's gone to multiple other instructors who have not been able to successfully actually cure this. So we actually did this in about 20 minutes. It was really simple, it was really easy, and all we had to really understand were kind of the three ideas of how to change your golf swing that we're going to talk about in this before and after video. So before we get into that, let's go show you the before swing, show you guys some of the things that we didn't like. We'll show you the after swing as well, and then let's talk about those three things that you guys got to think about when trying to change your swing. Alright, so if we take a look at the before swing, the first thing that was kind of, in my opinion, causing a little bit of the steepening motion was that the club head was getting behind the hands early in the takeaway. And then from this position, we can see that he continues to kind of flatten the club shaft, so he's getting pretty flat. And then right around position 3, we're going to start seeing that the club head is going to start moving kind of back towards the head or towards the golf ball. And then he's kind of getting into the steepening motion here. And then in transition, if we kind of take a look at the club shaft pitch, we're going to see that he was maybe right around, I think it was like 20-something degrees. So he's definitely on the steep side here. Yeah, 27 degrees. And then also we saw that the hand path were quite a ways out towards the golf ball as well, right? So it's kind of close to those buttons of the shirt. And then from here, P5.5, right? The club shaft is on the top part of the bicep, really, really steep there. And then P5.75 or whatever the hell you want to call it. Again, it's very steep in this position, right? So let's go show you the after real quick. And then again, I do want to talk about those three things on how we actually changed this client's golf swing. All right, so taking a look at the after, we can see that we did change the club head position at P2. And then from here, he's still a little bit flat for my liking at this P2.5 position, but not so bad. P3, the club shaft is a little bit more on the vertical side here. And then from this position, we're going to start seeing the magic move that you guys all want to do, which is that shallowing motion. And then we got the club shaft at this point in the lesson, I think was at like 36 degrees, which is pretty much our preference right there. So he's in a great spot. And then if we go to P5.5, we're seeing that he's pretty much on the top of the forearm, which is right where we like to see. And then right after that, he's now on the forearm. So again, he's hitting all of our checkpoints. And again, this swing was at full speed, no stopping, right? So we were able to do this in about 20 minutes. So let's talk about the three ideas of how we actually got this client to change that quickly. Okay, so the idea number one is really quite simply how much, and let me kind of break that down for you. So how much in this particular case is going to be talking about flattening of the club shaft. So let's say that if I flatten it all the way I possibly could, right, would be something like this. That's 100%. If I didn't flatten hardly at all and the club shaft was straight up and down and vertical, let's call that 0%. So the first category you got to think about when you're trying to change your swing is, okay, how much do I need to do this? Next checkpoint you got to think about is, when do I do this, right? So do I start doing this at the top of the swing on the transition? Do I start doing this at position 3? Do I start doing it from the very beginning of the swing? When do I start to actually add on that how much factor to where I can actually get the correct checkpoints at P5, P5.5, and then on the way down through the swing? Last is going to be power. So how much power or how much force or how much torque am I actually applying when I'm trying to do that motion? So am I using all the force in the world to actually make that thing move? Or am I feeling like I'm just doing it and I'm just relaxing, right? So that is the last little category right there. Okay, to make it really simple and easy for you guys, what we actually did with this client, and I actually kind of helped him with this so I could make it quick because this was actually only a 1-hour lesson, so I wanted to make sure we got the change done a lot faster than normal. So what we told them to do was like, hey, right around position 3, all you got to do is when you're at position 3, I want you to start moving towards a position of almost 100%, right? And again, that's his feeling, not what's actually really happening. So once he did that, again, he started to flatten the shaft at position 3. And then I said from P3 to about P5, right when you get to P5, I want you to be at 100%, which would be something silly and look like that. Once the client actually did that, he was able to get this, right? Which was actually the proper checkpoint. So he felt like he was at 100% here. Obviously, he was nowhere close. But again, that's just the typical feel versus real that we talk about all the time in lessons, as well as hopefully you've heard it from us enough now on YouTube as well to actually start getting the concept. And the one thing that I do find that does hold clients back from not being able to change their golf swings by themselves is they do not go severe enough on the feel versus real aspect, right? So when they're talking about how much, they never push themselves as far as they possibly can, right? They typically push themselves a little bit outside their comfort zone, but they don't go all the way to the other side. Once they actually feel like they go all the way to the other side, they tend to actually hit the ideal checkpoints, or they might overshoot a little bit, but you tend to rarely see people who go really, really silly as a feel actually do end up doing it too much in the real swing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Again, I think it's really simple. I think whenever the clients come to lessons and they do end up doing it really, really quickly, they're kind of pissed at it themselves because it's like, wow, this is really easy. And I was like, yeah, it's just do it more. And I think a lot of times you can get, a lot of times I think clients can be a little frustrated just because it is so easy. And I feel like you guys are just overthinking it, as well as you guys just are not doing a simple process like we just kind of talked and laid out in this video. So that being said, if you guys are interested in lessons, you got to go check out the links down below. We got lessons coming up for December in Yokohama, Osaka, and Tsukuba. If you guys are actually an instructor out there as well, check out my shadowing program. You guys can actually now physically or virtually visit my lessons and get to see me change a client just like this in an actual lesson. So if you guys are interested in that and you guys are instructors, again, only instructors, no one else. We just want instructors for this program. If you guys are interested in that, there will also be a link down below. Check it out. I want you guys to come watch my lessons either virtually or physically, get better, become better instructors, and everyone else, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.